y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's Asian and coming to you live at 5 minutes, not 5 o'clock where I am. It is 2:10. I'm about to give y'all a makeup tutorial. As y'all can see by the title of today's video, I have to do it like low-key in 20 to 30 minutes because I have something to do after this. However, this is a full in-depth makeup tutorial. I haven't done one of these in a minute, and I've updated it since I did the last one. I don't know if I'm gonna keep the light right that I have right here, turning my big light on that's on my vanity and just doing natural light, because sometimes I feel like when I do my makeup with my big light on, my makeup looks different than how it looks like in reality. So we're finna get into it. Okay, so first things first is I apply my e.l.f. grip primer to my face, and I use my e.l.f. primer brush to apply it. The e.l.f. power grip primer is what I used. It is, I believe, either silicone or water based, whichever one. And I do know you're not supposed to like cross with silicone and water based, but like who gonna beat me up? So I just apply that evenly all over my face until I feel like I got a good enough, you feel me, coverage in my face. And then after that, and I make sure I apply it all over. Mind you, I think that's like $10 at Target. I think that's where I got it from. But then after that, I go in and I shape my eyebrows. I really actually don't do my eyebrows. I know a lot of people do their eyebrows, but I already just like shape them and like arch them like on my own time. Other than that, they just need to be like brushed out and then like refined. But other than that, I really don't like color in or like do my eyebrows. So after that, I go in with my HD concealer in like the color Brick. This is just supposed to like cover up any dark spots, and I use a red base tone because I'm red undertoned. And it helps sometimes, but I'm thinking about going and doing green. But I literally apply that to the areas that I want to cover up. And normally I like go in and I blend it, but this time I went in with my concealer on top of that, and I blended that in together so it'll give a more seamless look on my makeup. So like it's not too hard and you can see the red under it, because you don't want to see the red. You just want it to blend in to where it gets those like darker areas cleared up. Okay, so next thing I do is I go on with my e.l.f. foundation. This is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. And it's really good. My friend actually picked out my shade, and this is in the shade 610/deep. And I go in and I just apply it to my face. I really don't do a lot. Like I don't go heavy on it. I do like you see in the video, and then I go in with my brush and I blend it in. I actually need to get some new brushes, but that's neither here nor there. But I just blend it in, and I try to make sure I get in every crease, and I drag it down. I drag it down to my chin and a little bit like into my neck on the sides, but in terms of like my chin or area or so, I don't drag it like fully down. I just drag it on the sides mostly to blend it in, and make sure you really get those areas where you did your concealer and the red mixed together. And so after that, I make sure I have it all blended in, and then I go in with my concealer, which is in the shade Cappuccino. It is from Full Cover Pro Touch Concealer. That's what it's called. It's in the color Cappuccino. I low-key need a new one of those. But I go in and I use that, and I just go in with a dot right under my eyes and then a little bit on my chin, because I don't want it too much, but I just need it just enough. And when I do that, I only do a little bit under my eyes to start off, because I'm also going to go in with blush, and you'll see that in a little bit. I'm going to go in with blush because I've did this method where you go in with blush before you put your concealer and setting powder on instead of after, and I really like it because it kind of like, if you go too hard on the blush, at least like your concealer and your setting powder can really like blend it in a little bit better and make it a little more seamless. So I go in with my blush literally right after, and I'm using ColourPop, and I'm using the color Holiday. It's just the Super Shock Matte Blush in matte. I low-key been wanting to try a liquid blush, so I might check that out. In terms of my blush, I just go in like right above, like right on my cheek, like right on it, or just like a smidge above it, and I literally pat and I smear. I feel like I definitely need a better brush, and that's why I'm also thinking about doing like a liquid blush, because like I feel like I like this blush, but one, I want to do a different color, and then two, I feel like it just being like the, like, I guess you could say like powder. It's not necessarily powder, but you know what I'm trying to say. I just don't like that. It like takes a little bit more to blend, and like it gets aggressive really fast. So I just go in and I just try to not put too much, because blush blindness is a thing, and it do be happening on accident, especially with this blush. So I just go in and I blend it, and then I go in and I go in with some more concealer, and this is when I finally like apply the rest of my concealer. Instead of just a little dot, I go on with all the concealer that I'm going to use. And with my concealer, I don't go past the end of my eyebrow. That's just how I do it. That's just like I seen someone else do it. I feel like it was Ricky, and so after that I was like, oh my god, like I don't want to, because I don't like mine's drag too far up, but I feel like stopping right at your eyebrow, like where it ends at, is just enough. So I think I seen her do it, and ever since then I just kind of try to stop at my eyebrow. Of course, like, you're not gonna stop it exactly where the end of your eyebrow is, but I do try to stop it right at the end of my eyebrow. So that's the method that works best for me. Y'all could try it, but I just feel like stopping right at the end of your eyebrow is really good. Okay, so just right here, I'm just checking to see if I like how my makeup looks so far, and I do. And I'm low-key glad I did not keep that light on, because it doesn't make my makeup look how it looks in natural light. But after that, I clearly sing my song, because that's how you do a makeup tutorial. I think I was listening to Drake. I was listening to Drake and Party Next Door. I don't even know what I was talking about right here, but we yapping. So just a yap session, nothing new, just yapping away. But I think I was just telling y'all that the next thing that I do after that is that I'm going in with my setting powder, highlighter, and then my lips, and then my mascara. But I don't do a full lip combo. I didn't want to do it because it kind of defeated the purpose. But yeah, so next is that I go in and I do my, okay, maybe I'll do something, maybe I won't. It just really depends on if I'm gonna move fast enough. Like, girl. Okay, so I go in with my setting powder, and I use the e.l.f. See, we back at e.l.f. I don't use 55 products from e.l.f. If they don't sponsor this video, then we know it's BS. But I go on with my e.l.f. Halo Glow setting powder. Trying to find the shade for y'all in medium. I want to try I think it's banana. I want to try that setting powder, because I heard that's really good. And then after that, I go on with my Fenty Beauty highlighter in the shade Hustler Baby. This is really good. I stole this from my mom. Shout out to my mama, by the way. But I go on with that, and I really just do it on my nose, and I do it on my inner corners of my eyes, because that's just where I like to do my highlight. I don't know like where other people do it, but I just feel like the inner corners and right on the like tip of my nose just really does it for me. And like it really gives it, like, I know it's like not technically like natural, but it just gives that natural look a little, like it gives it that soft like glam. That it's that glam part of the natural soft glam that really gives it that glam. It's just me going in and doing my nose and my inner corners on both my eyes. And yeah, so then I just go in and I tap my setting powder in after I let it sit for a little bit. Some people let it sit for a long time. Me personally, like I said, I had stuff to do, so we had to pat. We had to pat we have to pat that stuff in so we can get it moving. But normally I let it sit for a couple minutes, probably like 2 or 3. You don't gotta let it sit for super long, but you just want to pat it in. Look, sit down, sit. Okay, but you don't want to let it sit for too long, but you just want it to sit. And then I go in with my foundation brush just in case, because sometimes the setting powder do be a little too hard. Like, I don't want it to look real ashy like under my eyeballs. Like, I don't want that look. So I just go in and just go in a little bit with my foundation, like just pat it so the leftover makeup gets in there. So then I take my elf, as we can see we're back with elf makeup and mist spray, and I spray until I feel like my face is like either fully drenched or I just feel like I've sprayed enough. So then I take my fan and I go on with my fan and I just fan my face so it can dry faster, because I don't be feeling like waiting. So I just go ahead, take my fan, and I let it dry, and then I touch up my eyebrows as needed, seeing as that like I've done a full face and my eyebrows might have like shifted or changed. I just go ahead, go in, and I fix my eyebrows. So now we're getting into the end, and I just go on my Juvia's Place. Oh my god, the girl at Ulta put me onto this, and I'm so glad she did, because I was gonna get the Dior lip gloss. I still am, probably this week, but the girl at Ulta put me onto Juvia's Place. Shout out to her. And I got the watermelon one because that's what she said she used, because they didn't sell the Dior lip gloss in the Ulta that I was in. It was in another location. But OMG, shout out to her for putting me on to the Juvia's Place.
Thought you was bad, but you find out.
So then I just go in with my Too Faced mascara. I go on with the Too Faced Better Than Sex. I have the travel size because I didn't know if I wanted to get a full size, only because I was also going to try the Tarte mascara, and I don't wear mascara like that. So I feel like the travel size was just enough for me to like test out and see if I would buy it again. I think I definitely would. I still do want to try the Tarte mascara, so maybe I'll do a video where I just try different like makeup products and see if I would ever use them again. So like a what's hot, what's not. And yeah, I literally, it's crazy because I was gonna go to Sephora and get all this stuff, but I ended up going to Ulta because the people in Sephora were being not nice, and I'm sad that I had to experience that, me and my friend. But just do better. That's all I gotta say, is do better as a whole, as a company, and as the place that I went to. Just do better. And
Somebody love me in that building.
so then just here I am making sure I really like my makeup, which I did. And yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one, and bye. See you guys.
It's so cutesy. Look at him, little nosy tail. But thank y'all clearly are getting to this part because y'all have reached the end of my video. I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup tutorial. I'm gonna do another one maybe when I like get deeper into makeup, but as of right now I really just like a natural look. That's what I got for both my proms, and that's the only time I've ever got my makeup done besides doing it myself. But Lux, you gonna come say bye? Bye guys.